snack, let me see some. You are the wifey type, baby, you could be one. Let me change your life, I could show you many reasons, different seasons. Hop in my bag and I stay in it, hit from the back and I stay in it.
Yes guys, welcome to a brand new video. My name is Cohnan and today we gotta talk. Before we do talk, let me know what is your favorite Monster flavor. I've really been liking the Ultra Fiesta. This is like a mango flavor. It is really good. And as you guys know, 2 videos ago I kind of talked about my whole kind of caffeine situation, and the main reason why I tend to enjoy my caffeine intake is not only because it gives me energy, gives me focus, and it just makes me overall a lot more productive. My trips to the bathroom have been so much better as well. Like, let me tell you, once I started drinking caffeine again, like it was like night and day difference. Like literally, like everything runs so smooth now. It is insane. So anyway, we're gonna drink this and then we do actually gotta talk because this is quite important. Alrighty guys, the topic of today's video. This may be a bit controversial to some, but basically, how did social media kind of ruin my progress? So basically, before we do get into it though, I do want to quickly like give you guys some context and kind of explain to you guys where it came from, because I don't think many of you guys know this. So just to give you guys like a background story. So when I first got into like lifting, like when I actually like seriously got into lifting, was around grade 11 or grade 12 when I was like 16, 17 years old. And during this time I was hugely into soccer. Like I was playing at like the highest league I could. I was playing for like my province team. Like it was my passion. I watched every single Premier League game. I watched every single highlight. I watched analysis shows. I was just trying to like, I was obsessed with it. Like everything revolved around soccer for me, and like honestly that was my life at the time. Played university soccer as well, so that was like my main kind of thing. And keep in mind, like I've played since I was like 5 years old, so it's always kind of been like a big part of my life. Anyway, during this time, around grade 11, grade 12, I started to get more into lifting and more into the gym. And so basically, when I first got into lifting, my huge kind of dream physique goal wasn't to be like this big, massive bodybuilder. Alrighty guys, here we have our usual breakfast, a super hot bowl of oatmeal with berries and protein starch on top. And here's my kind of current situation when it comes to breakfast. So a couple days ago, I woke up like super late, like I think like 11 a.m. Not sure why actually, but yeah, anyway, woke up super late, and then I didn't have my first meal until like 1 p.m. and then I didn't have my last meal until like 11 p.m. and then the next day I woke up feeling so bloated and so full, and since then my hunger has been so kind of like weird, as in like I haven't eaten my first meal until like right now it's 12:45, like it's almost 1 p.m. again. My breakfasts have been so delayed these past couple of days, and it's just a really awkward situation, because ideally I would like to like space out my meals more evenly throughout the day, just so I don't have like these moments of like feeling super bloated, because especially towards the end of the night I end up having to eat like 1,500 calories in like a single meal before going to bed, and then I go to bed feeling super bloated and super full and super uncomfortable. So yeah, if you do struggle eating enough food during the day, I highly recommend just getting most of your food down as early as you can, so you don't have to worry about eating like this massive meal before going to bed. But yeah, that's my current situation right now. Definitely not ideal, but it is what it is. So yeah, this is a pretty big, it's freaking dripping all over. This is my current meal right now, so yeah, we're gonna eat this and then we're gonna head over to the gym. Got a push workout today. I'm super excited, so I'll see you guys there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's hot, but it is tasty. Damn, there's just something about adding salt to your oatmeal that tastes so good. Like guys, you gotta try it. Try it. Another beautiful day today. I haven't seen rain in like probably months now, and it is awesome because I know back at home like it's probably raining like 24/7. So super happy, super grateful to be in freaking Texas in the freaking heat. I love it. Alright guys, our pre-workout of choice is gonna be some Realm Stim Free stuff. Low key, I kind of want to take this normal Stim Karma stuff, which has 200 and I can't find the caffeine. No, 285 milligrams of caffeine, which isn't super high, but again, considering I had the Monster this morning and considering that it's like 2 o'clock right now, definitely won't be taking any more caffeine because my sleep will get affected, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna stick to the Stim Free stuff. No stim in this, no caffeine. Provides a really good pump. So yeah, we're gonna sip on this on our way to the gym. Got a push workout to do today, so I'm yeah, kind of excited for it. So yeah, 1 heaping scoop. Oh my god, going into here. Yes sir. And if you guys want to save 15% off your entire order at Cloud Power, be sure to use my code Cohnan and you can get 15% off your entire order. Like, I had no idea. I didn't even know who like Arnold Schwarzenegger was. I didn't really know who Ronnie Coleman was. I didn't know any of these people. So when I first got into lifting, like, I didn't know any of that. And like, to be honest, my dream physique was probably like the way I look right now. Like, I never wanted to be super massive, super big. I low-key wanted to just kind of be like slim and just really ripped, like Cristiano Ronaldo. Great example. Like, that was like my dream physique. Like, he isn't big at all. He's not really like super jacked. He's just really lean and kind of ripped, right? So that was basically my dream physique. And I'll throw a couple pictures on the screen right now. And basically, I was really happy with the way I looked. Like, I was really happy. Like, I never wanted to be like, again, like this massive big bodybuilder. And I didn't really do many of these like bodybuilding type of workouts. I mainly did more of like plyometric stuff, like explosive work. I did a bunch of weird stuff too. Like, I did some like jump squats. I did like box jumps, and I did like Bosu ball squats as well, which looking back now was so cringe. Like, I vividly remember going to the gym. I was literally standing on like this massive Bosu ball. I think that's what it's called, Bosu ball. And I was doing squats on them, and it's like, looking back now, like low-key, that is kind of impressive. Like even if I tried doing that right now, like, I don't think I could do it. And I was doing like 4 sets of 15 with that. It's like, I don't even know how I did it, but yeah, I thought that would make me like a better soccer player. So anyway, for my first couple of years of lifting, like, I never had the intention of like getting super big or getting super massive, getting super jacked, stuff like that. I just wanted to be a lean athlete that was like ripped and like a good physique, right? So diet wise, like, my diet has always kind of been like on point. Like, I always aim to like eat super healthy, good amounts of protein, lots and lots of fruits and vegetables, lots of water, and I'm just really healthy, right? So that was kind of like my first couple years of lifting. And obviously during this time, social media was around 2017, 2018. Obviously social media was around during this time, but honestly, like, all throughout high school, I wasn't really big into social media. Like, I had Instagram, I had Snapchat, but like, I never used it. Didn't have a YouTube channel. TikTok didn't even exist back then, I don't even think. So yeah, basically, I was not into social media at all. Like, I was pretty much the exact opposite that I am now, because now I'm like putting myself out there, whereas back then, like, I was like super introverted. I always kept myself to myself. I never wanted to share what I was doing. I just had like this mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna work in silence and I'm gonna let the results speak for themselves. Like, I had this really weird mindset. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but obviously now like social media is like the main thing I do. So it's kind of funny how like that's kind of changed. But yeah, basically wasn't really big into social media. Fast forward to now, where obviously it has like a big impact on my life. And obviously my training style has slightly changed as well. So instead of doing like more athletic stuff, I'm doing a lot more bodybuilding stuff now. My diet has slightly changed as well. And overall, my whole kind of perspective has changed. I'm no longer playing soccer, and overall my whole kind of goals have changed as well. And now, because I'm so big into this whole social media thing, obviously it has affected my progress moving forward, because again, like I said previously, my goal wasn't ever to get like huge and massive. However, now I do want to get huge and massive, but the only thing that's kind of stopping me, or it's not stopping me, like, this is just an excuse to be honest, but something that has kind of like stopped me from like really going there and like getting there successfully is social media. I'll be honest with you guys, like, I'm posting every single day on all the platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, you name it. And obviously, like, I do show my physique from time to time, and yeah, obviously I don't make the rules, but obviously the leaner you look, the more ripped you are, the more likes you get, the more views you get, the more followers you get, the more subscribers you get, the more engagement you get overall, right? And obviously that's really cool, but obviously that is stopping me from like progressing in a way, right? Like, obviously I talked about this whole main gaining thing in one of my past videos, and even though like it is good, and like, don't get me wrong, I think main gaining is completely awesome, especially when you're already like 200 pounds or something, like when you've already kind of like built your foundation and built most of your physique. There's no need for you to like get on like a super big bulk again, because you've already reached most of your like genetic potential. So gaining a bunch of excess fats is not going to like do anything for you other than getting you super fat. But then again, like, for people that are in my situation, like, I am nowhere near my genetic potential. Like, I know that for a fact. Like, if my genetic potential was 150 pounds, like, that's kind of sad. Like, oh man. I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, anyway, like, I know I have so much more kind of left to grow and stuff. And so obviously this whole social media thing, like posting with like my shirt off and stuff like that, has kind of stopped me from like really putting myself in like this huge surplus. And like I know I'm definitely not the only one that suffers from this. Like I know a bunch of people that are just getting into lifting, and they're just too scared of just committing themselves to like a proper bulk and like getting some extra fluff, because obviously they're on social media, they post their shirtless pictures, and they're like, oh my god, people love it when I'm ripped. This is so great. There's no need for me to bulk now because I'm getting all these likes and all these views and all these new followers. So I'm not gonna even consider bulking. And it's like, yeah, that's good for like a short-term mindset, but like if you think of it over the long term, like 1 year from now, like you'll probably look the exact same. And it's like, to be honest guys, like 1 year ago today, like I pretty much look the exact same. And that's really painful to admit. Like it really like it doesn't feel good when I say that, like just like being the same as I was last year, like that's not good. Like obviously when you're working out, the whole goal is to like improve, right? To get better, get stronger. And obviously like depending on your goals, right? Like if you don't want to like get as big as you can, then obviously like you do you, man. Like if you just want to live an active, healthy lifestyle, then that's completely fine. But obviously as the years have gone by, my goals have obviously changed. Like I no longer want to be like the super lean, ripped, small kind of athlete. I obviously want to do like more bodybuilding shows in the future, and in order for me to do that, obviously I got to be a lot bigger, right? So yeah, like I feel like in some ways social media has kind of affected it, but at the same time my goals have also changed slightly as well, right? Because if I wanted to stay like a lean and ripped athlete, then like I'm on the right track. Like I look fine, like I look exactly like that. Like I pretty much have my dream physique. But because my goals have now changed, and I want to emphasize a bit more of this bodybuilding kind of lifestyle and bodybuilding physique, obviously my actions will have to change as well. I'll have to eat more food, I'll have to do maybe a bit less cardio, I'll have to maybe slightly change up my training methods, stuff like that, right? So yeah, I know I kind of rambled there, but in a way, yes, social media has kind of stopped me from like going as far as I possibly could, but then at the same time I don't want to blame me being on social media from like stopping me from like achieving my goals, because over the past couple of years my goals have changed dramatically from, again, being smaller, leaner, more athletic to bigger, more jacked bodybuilder, right? So obviously the two things are quite, I mean they're in the same kind of realm, like both into fitness, but obviously they're different, right? So yeah, again, I know I'm kind of rambling right now and I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but yeah, basically social media has kind of like stopped me from like really fulfilling my genetic potential. So yeah. Yo guys, low-key, my basketball skills have improved drastically since I've lived here. Like literally, I've been playing basketball almost like every single day after my workouts, and I'm pretty good, man. Watch this. I mean, don't look at that, but like look at all the other shots I made. Alrighty guys, so I had to unfortunately cut my workout short, but that's okay considering I live 5 minutes away from here. I'm gonna come back later tonight and do some triceps as well, and take some pictures with Eric as well, so that should be good. Anyway, just go back home now, eat a post-workout meal. Alrighty guys, here's the post-workout meal, and if you've been watching my full days of eating videos lately, you should already know what this is, so I'm not even gonna say it. Have this pretty much every single day. Question, do you guys eat like similar meals every single day, or do you like to switch it up? For me, I really enjoy eating like the same types of foods pretty much every single day, at least for like a couple of weeks, just to keep things consistent, and also saves me from like having to track everything every single time. And because I only go grocery shopping once a week, I don't go like multiple times a week. I tend to like do like a big shop, and I tend to have like kind of like a theme of foods that I would like to eat for the entire week, and then I usually just eat that for the entire week. I may switch it up week to week, but I've really been enjoying this meal specifically. Just again, vegetables, potatoes, avocado, and chicken breast. Really good, really healthy, really easy to whip up. So yeah, we're gonna eat this, probably have another meal, and then we'll go back to the gym.
I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was old when I...
But anyway, moving forward, I am in a pretty good position now because I've never really earned money from the way I look. Like, yes and no, but mainly not. And I do have like this job now where I don't need to look good in order to make money, which is really good. Because like obviously, yeah, like I do feel kind of sympathetic for those that literally earn most of their money from the way they look. So obviously they have to like stay somewhat lean. But whereas for me, like I don't, like I'll be honest with you guys, like I don't earn anything from like the way I look. Like I don't. So I'm putting like this unnecessary pressure on myself to look a certain way, like look kind of leaner. But at the end of the day, like it's not really paying my bills. So again, I shouldn't really worry about that, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I'm really happy I did decide to like commit to this bulk. Like this past 2 to 3 weeks now, I've been in a consistent surplus. I've gained like 2 to 3 pounds now. So like I know I'm on the right track, and I'm just really happy that I kind of like made this decision, because a year from now, I'll definitely look a lot different. Let's just say that. So very quickly before ending this video, a quick message to all of you, especially if you're like young and you haven't yet reached your genetic potential. If it's not paying the bills for you, if you're not earning money from it, I highly suggest and recommend you guys to get out of the short-term mindset of like getting all these likes and new followers every single day, and kind of think of like the big picture. Like 1 year from now, where do you want to be? Like obviously I'm assuming you want to be a lot bigger, right? So in order to do that, you obviously gotta pick up the fork, eat your food, and eat in a surplus, because staying ripped year round may look good, but at the end of the day, and like I'm a prime example of this, you're not really gonna make much progress, right? So definitely learn from me, learn from my mistakes. Don't feel the need to like stay lean year round just so you get extra likes or extra comments or extra followers on your social media. Think big picture and really like know what your goals are. Like if you know you want to be as massive and as jacked as you possibly can, staying lean year round is not going to get you to that goal. If however you want to stay like lean and jacked and ripped and don't really care about being as big as you can, then yeah, sure, you're on the right track, you're doing great, keep it up. But then again, you just gotta know yourself, know what your goals are. And then again, like if you were in my situation and your goals like kind of changed throughout the years, that's completely fine as well. It just obviously the sooner you know what your goals are, the sooner you can kind of like take the actions necessary in order to reach that goal, right? Because like obviously kind of dabbling and like just not knowing what you want to do, like inevitably you will stay in the same place. So kind of like being clear and like knowing what your goals are is a great way to start, and then from there you can take the necessary actions in order to reach your goal. Alright guys, just finished the second part of my workout, and there's a reason why I don't train at night. Is because, as you guys can tell, freaking parking lot is completely full. The gym was absolutely packed, and yeah, I prefer having like a not so packed gym, if that makes sense, just so I can actually use the machines, because I waited like 5 minutes to use like a single machine, which was kind of annoying. But anyway, took some pretty sweet pictures as well. The sunset was super pretty, as you guys can tell. It was super nice. So yeah, overall it was good. Anyway, I'm gonna go home now. It's around 8 o'clock right now, only eating like 1,000 calories, so still behind on calories, which is kind of unfortunate. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to go give this video a thumbs up. I would highly appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
My back and I stay in it. Hit from the back and I stay in it. He is not damn, don't play with him. She is not damn, don't play with her. I got a R-O-D, she got a P and C. Baby girl, you know.